Drew, you killed this shit. You killed this shit.
Hey, man, you know what it is. We here, we live. It's your boys in the four corners of wrestling, you dig, of course. I'm your host, Wildcard Mar, and we riding through this wrestling world with my boys, King Mel. What's happening with you? How you doing, bro?
What's good, Wild Card? What's good? What's good?
Good, man. You have a good week, my brother.
Yes, sir. I'm ready to talk about that wrestling.
That wrestling. And of course, we got the one, the only Jay Will happening. What's happening? What's happening? How you doing, man?
Good, Wildcard Mall. We here today, baby. We here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's your week, my brother?
Man, busy week. Busy week. We here. I'm here to talk wrestling. I can't wait.
Hey, we here. Hey, and trust, being busy is never a bad thing. And of course, the man, hey, this man is cooler than the other side of the pillow. We got the one, the only Quabo. What's happening?
He said, other side of the pillow, Jay. That's your cold, like you've been in front of the AC. Hold on.
Hey, bro, I had to hit you with the Stu Scott real quick, man. How's your week, my brother?
It's good, man. It's good. A lot of wrestling going on, man.
Oh, of course. And before we always get started, y'all know what to do. Y'all make sure y'all go over to 613 Faye Productions, anywhere you get your podcast needs, and especially on the YouTube, follow us when we drop the episodes in them shorts. But speaking of, things that are near and dear, TNA, Impact. I mean, I still call it TNA and Impact, but Impact. 1,000 episode landmark. So what is everybody's kind of, dope memory of TNA/Impact as they hit 1,000 episode? King, you know what? I'm gonna start with you, Quavo. What's happening?
What's happening? Yeah, Impact is 1,000 episode mark. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Yeah, this 1,000th episode had a little bit of everything. I really enjoyed the nostalgia stuff that they brought back, like the beautiful people. We saw them in Impact, Rhino coming out there, Impact, making an impact. Moose. Y'all remember Moose when he was doing this, fist pumping like he was in Jersey Shore? Impact, bro. It was beautiful, man. And 3D.
3D.
They came back, they gave us a what now? It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. I think this 1,000 episode was definitely a mile marker, and I'm shocked that we made it this far.
Yeah,
like a cockroach that just won't die.
Nah, no doubt.
Last limb.
No doubt. And of course, I had to make sure that I went to you first, Quavo, because we know, man, you are Impact TNA guy, a huge fan of that. So I'm pretty sure that you was stoked to see that it made to 1,000 episodes. King Mel, man, jump in here, man. Kind of give me your thoughts, process on or kind of give us one of your favorite moments from between episode 0 to 1,000 of TNA/Impact.
Oh man, I got a whole bunch to give. First off, let's start about Mr. Truth himself. Don't forget, first black person to be the NWA TNA champion. That's one of the best moments. We also got the guy when he scaled the side of the 6-ring steel cage.
Oh man, what was homeboy's name? Oh, escaping my mind too.
That was great. We had a bunch of great moments. Don't forget about Jay Lethal being Ric Flair.
The woo wall?
The woo?
Woo versus the woo?
But to really talk about the 1,000th episode, let's talk about Chris Sabin.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the first. He was on 1,000. And to add another 0 in there, he became a 10-time X Division champion after beating Leo Rush.
Damn. Hey, that's how you capture your fans. That is Impact, man. Jay will jump in here real quick. Give us kind of like one of your Impact moments.
I like everything about Kurt Angle's run when he was first in TNA. That was where I really got Kurt Angle. I mean, that man did that flip,
Yeah.
and he was just like, I don't know what happened. It just happened. Cool. I watched it. I enjoyed it. Also, we had the main event Mafia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nicely done stuff there. And Jose was the one that really got me hip to Samoa Joe because of all his TNA run. And I got to give Jose his credit on that. That was some good stuff to go back and watch over again. It's like, damn, this dude was really killing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I can speak for all wrestling fans for Impact, TNA, whatever you want to call it, to make 1,000 episodes. And let's be honest, man, they had some great stuff in there that I think always kind of, I don't want to say 100% gets forgotten, but if you go back through the archives, you like, yo, these cats had some really good stuff down here. So it's like you said, hey, I will never forget when Booker T did the commentary in the ring as he was beating down homeboy. Oh, and then oh, and the king. Yeah. I'll never forget. And how can we forget AJ Styles? I mean, kind of made his mark down there, and before he blew up, overseas in New Japan, and then came back over here and did his thing in the States with had his little stint in WCW and of course WWE. But hey, man, we can't forget about where AJ Styles first cut his caught that, man. So it's dope to see it get to 1,000 episodes. Jose, what was kind of your best moment of that 1,000 episode for sure before we move on to the next subject?
Man, you know me, Mar. I'm not gonna lie, the knockouts always have my heart. They really do. Seeing Awesome Kong coming out there. Oh, it was great. It was great. Then seeing Mickey James coming out there, Outlaw Country. Crazy. They kind of ruined it a little bit, because she would be a little extra. But it was just really great to see so many knockouts, past and future, then and now. To see Trinity holding that belt was great. I was impressed. It was looking great. She's got her run now. Gail Kim, of course, setting up that knockouts segment and making it good.
Yeah, I remember Gail.
It's just everything was great in that episode. I can't help but watch it over and over again. It's just like, yeah, it's got good watch value. You're very nostalgic.
Bro, they was hitting on just about all the nostalgic buttons like crazy, and so I mean, hey, and it pulls at you, like you said, the little heartstrings. You're like, damn, the memories that you always remember, especially in the time of your life. You're like, yo, I remember that. But let's keep this joint moving. We're gonna go into the land of AEW, and hey, man. Yo, Mel, you brought this up big time, man. You've been very geeked about this. So your boy, Zack Sabre Jr., he accepted that challenge, man. Hey man, how geek was you when you saw that segment?
I was extremely hyped because I know a few people that has never seen a Zack Sabre Jr. match. So this will be a technical masterpiece that everybody's gonna love. Hopefully, if you into that technical style of wrestling like I am. Can't wait to see Bryan Danielson leave it all. Can't wait to see Zack Sabre Jr. do his thing.
I feel you, dog. So kind of give the people where your head's at. Like who? I know it's gonna be a minute before we get that match, but where's your head at, and like who you kind of leaning towards to who you want to see get their arm raised after the 1, 2, 3?
Zack Sabre Jr.
Okay.
I'm a bigger Zack Sabre Jr. fan than I am Brian. So I'm going with ZSJ.
ZSJ. Okay. Man, Jose, you want to jump in on this real quick about Zack, accepting that challenge to take on Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon?
American Dragon. Yeah, he's a technical wrestler. So is Zack Sabre Jr. I don't know how Mel be watching that because it's Mel. He's an AEW fan.
Hey,
Uh,
oh, with AEW, dog.
they don't really be doing a lot of technical. Just saying,
Hey,
But,
if
but he's right though. I will say this though.
yeah,
For an AEW fan, he is right. This is gonna be a technical, I guess, fans' favorite thing to see. This matchup is good.
yeah,
Brian, DB or BD, whatever he wants to be called, uh,
for Paul.
versus New Japan's television champion, who is very technical. The guy is good. The guy is good. So, I think it's gonna be worth watching. Let's watch that match, y'all.
Yeah. But Jose, you ain't slick. I saw what you did. That ain't what they do in AEW.
Hey, do nothing. What you mean? What you mean?
Hey, but it's cool. Hey, they like to, branch out in different type of styles of matches to grab all types of wrestling genre fans. And one that, I'm not a big fan of that they do a lot in AEW. Man, it was a Texas death match, man. So I'm not a big fan of it, but they do it, of course, you had Ricky Starks and Brian Danielson in it. So, I mean, I mean, Mel, you don't have to explain this to me, man, because I'm not a big death match. Obviously, I understand the premise of it, but AEW is just, that's kind of where I'm like, you're kind of losing me because, like, give me storytelling, pure wrestling, the
I
technical
got
stuff. So kind of break it down to me, like, how much are you enjoying this Texas Death Match style of match? What
Well,
AEW's doing?
let me let you know why it's happening. One, they in Texas,
Yeah.
so now they gotta give a death match for Collision. Now the reason why it's happening is because Brian Danielson had to come in, mind his business, when Ricky Starks was whooping the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat. They had the strap match at the last AEW pay-per-view.
Okay.
Ricky Starks beat him at Collision in the tag team match and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm challenging you to a death match in Texas." I guess that's on Brian Danielson's wish list. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never like the whole Nick Gage little scene with the death matches and all. So let me ask you this,
But
Jay.
wait. So my only problem with like having an AEW death match, like, don't somebody have a match every week where he's bloody and death and like he's looking like he's about to die?
Hey,
I
man,
mean,
that's
Mox,
Dynamite. That's not Collision.
nah, but Mox be looking like he's about to die every single match. We all know that man is a shish kebab skewer away from passing out on that stage.
Hey,
At this point, he got to be a vampire, bro.
It's
bring
just
it
They
up to
got
Mox.
about 2 to 3 death matches per week.
yo, man.
Bring that up to Mox, man.
The unfortunate part is one of them might die in the middle of that ring. That's the sad part about it.
Well, that was about to be my question, and you kind of jumped the gun on me on there, Jay Will. But that's so like, as a wrestling fan, like, how much do you enjoy certain things like that when you see just the frequent amount of quote unquote death matches that AEW is doing per week, and here's another one.
See, I'm not a fan of all those type of matches, but
Okay.
I'm supporting it because I'm a Ricky Starks fan.
Yeah, I do mess with Ricky Starks when he hit the post.
I will say, from what I do watch, it's like my biggest concern is like there's a bunch of unnecessary spots and risks and matches that like it's like, all right, bro, like yeah, you creating an exciting moment, but you're creating an exciting moment that has no real reasoning behind it at the end of the day. Like that's where I'm like, okay, you could have some good stuff. You really could. But like Punk might have been right about one of these things, just saying. Just honestly saying.
Nah, but hey, whether you like a death match or not, I'm like you, Mel. I do enjoy Ricky Starks, and of course Brian Danielson. I guess this is on his checklist to mark off on his little farewell tour. It is what it is. They got to do what they got to do. Then here's a match that you know, I've been kind of in and out on AEW, but I do know that these two cats been connected to each other for a long time, and that's Sammy and Jericho. So Mel, like, is this a long overdue, or is this like another edition of their almost Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, where they're gonna probably fight forever type chapter in their wrestling life?
This is long overdue. The seeds have been planted since Jericho was the ROH champion.
Mm.
So this is very long overdue. At least in my eyes. That's how I view it. This is overdue. Jericho done pushed everybody away, made everybody dislike him. Sammy still tried to be that dude. Hey, come on, man. Come on, y'all. Hey, I'm still riding with you, Jericho. And now it's like, even his wife said, yo, I ain't riding with you. And he was still, y'all, come on, man. Come on. I got you, Jericho. I got you. To the point is now it's like, will a student surpass the master?
Hey man, but this is a master that, hey, I rock with you, Jericho, for a long time. But hey man, sometimes you gotta Teddy Pendergrass that joint. I think you better let it go.
to look strong, the seed's been planted since Inner Circle.
Yeah, Inner Circle.
I mean, when you have factions, the older guy is supposed to help the young guy, like Triple H did Randy Orton. You know, you kind of gotta lift up the older guy. Got to lift up the newer guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, and to be fair, but is it still kind of fair to say that Jericho is the older guy, that he wants to lift up the younger guy, but he still wants the spotlight as the older guy? Like,
I mean, yes, he at the end of the day, he has to make himself. If he's thinking about the longevity of his career on top of making people look good, yeah, at the end of the day, he's going to make himself. He's going to help them look good to help them better for the future of the company. Because yeah, he realizes he has a ticking. His clock is ticking. But at the same time, he's like, I'm not about to go out looking terrible at the end of the day.
Hey man, hey, but he should. Hey, when he goes out to the Judas, that joint kind of fire, man. I ain't even gonna lie, dog. I ain't even gonna lie. Hey, Jose, I know you be singing that theme song.
I be in there, bro, in the back. I'm ready, bro.
I know you do,
what's so
dog.
funny about that theme song? We forgot that it was at one point an NXT pay-per-view theme song.
Yo, it was. Yo, somebody pointed that out on like one of them TikToks before, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy that they did that. But then but hey, one more piece.
Jericho's got to get his money, baby.
Hey, he's always
a rock star.
Hey, he's been doing his thing. He's been doing his thing. But let's move it on to, and say what you want. I think they got some talent in the women's division. I don't think it's properly been cultivated, but Statlander and her TBS championship reign. Hey man, speak on it, our residential AEW guy. Mel, come on, talk to us, man. How you liking the Statlander reign? Has it been, all that you dreamed of? Is it missing something? Could it be better? Talk to us, man.
So, if I was to say it's missing something, then I would kind of be a hater.
Because that's how you feel, though. That's how you feel.
But listen, if I give you the list of names that she just beat, that was former champions, let's talk about it. She beat Jade twice.
Mm-hmm.
She beat Britt Baker, Nyla, Mercedes, and Taya Valkyrie. That's some big names.
They're doing pretty solid.
Now we talking about women that held the ROH champions overseas, and on top of that, former AEW and TBS champions. And on top of that, her matches is going longer than 5 minutes.
So, was that an unnecessary shot at Jade? I'm just saying.
It's not an
I'm just being
unnecessary. It's
honest.
not a shot at all. How much can we invest in a champion who matches is only 5 minutes and shorter?
Well, to be fair, most of that women's divisions don't. I don't want to be watching that match more than 5 minutes. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, they just the names. I mean, names aren't big enough, and they can't really last in the ring. Like you have gotten good matches in the past from AEW. Britt Baker. Britt Baker has given us a really good match with Thunder Rosa that people still talk about. Okay. But when you think past that, like we really haven't gotten a good amount of content from the women's division.
Well,
and yeah, Chris has been having a good run. But I've been called that when she came back the first time, is hanging out with the friends, doing nothing. But she came back, she has this belt, she's put on some good matches, and she's beaten some decent names, but at the end of the day, she hasn't really had a really good match. You get what I'm saying? Something that's noteworthy that people are talking about, that you get merch about. Like,
Jose, can you do me a favor? Who are these people? Like, who?
they don't matter.
You're naming a whole bunch of names that, like, I'm just like,
we can find bigger names wrestling at Walmart, bro.
Who?
Matter of fact, there were more bigger names in the 1,000th episode of Impact than we've seen in the women's division.
That's a fair assessment.
Like, I'm just saying.
You would get no kickback on me on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. I mean,
just realize somebody put doctor in their name because the fact that they're a doctor means more than actually being in that company. Just, you can take that. You can take that where you want to take it.
Finally got some prestige up in here.
You're the only credible person in real life.
Hey, and I don't know. And that's kind of one of the things that, as a fan, I'm like, AEW's kind of been losing me because it's like, like cultivate this women's division and put some love into it. Just, hey, when Jose broke it down like that about talking about, yeah, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. But hey, that's enough for AEW, but we're gonna take it to the big dog where a lot of people are still big fans of. We're gonna take it to the land of WWE. But we're gonna take it down to NXT because there was a dope little situation going on because you got Dirty Dom taking on Carmelo Hayes. Man, Jose. Come on, man. Hey, Dirty Dom. Carmelo, hey, he never missed. Come on. Hey, you gotta love that matchup, man.
Hey, look, you go against the A champion and try to make yourself the A champion, and you forget that this man was the A champion before you could be the A champion, and now he's the I don't miss champion. Come on now. This was a good match. It was a good match to watch. All the way even to the interference. Like they gave us something what we wanted. Good versus evil. Awesome versus dirty. Come on now.
He said awesome versus dirty.
On point. He don't miss.
He don't miss.
The moves, the story, all of it. Beautiful. Cinematic. Awesome to watch. And now it's built up to something else. They're gonna be a part 2. There's gonna be a part 2.
Oh, you saying they gotta run it back?
Oh, they gonna have to. That's how good it is.
Okay. Jay Will, jump in here, man. Are you just as geeky as Jose is, Quabo, about this joint?
Yeah, I think that the match that we saw was a really good match. I think that the story that they told within it was great. We're setting ourselves up for I'm seeing ourselves set up for a triple threat match. One, it was a good way for Carmelo to not get the title because it didn't make him look weak at the end of the day. So, like, we really are helping him maintain his momentum there within that situation. And it's like, we're telling a real story here. And we got to give credit where credit is due, where everybody that played a part in this did an amazing job with it. And it's like, we're not drawn out with this. It's not feeling like it's running long and running late. And it's like, yo, let's get to the point. Like, nah, we stepping it up every single level. I'm enjoying it. Like, just really just seeing the dramatics behind it.
Yeah.
And it's good. Like, even more, like, Dom really looked good out there, more so without Rhea at the ring. That made a huge difference.
Yeah, yeah. And just to back that up, I think what Dom is doing with his growth, with his character building, and you see his ring skills definitely getting better and better. But just the character work of his character work and Carmelo's character work and just the real confident guy that he is, that he ain't no punk. And right, it's almost like the collision of two great, development people that's been getting better and better that we thought we never knew, or could make magic on screen. That's just me. But man, jump in here before we move on, man. Quavo kind of set the tone of how geeked he is about it. You just as geeked?
No, I agree with Quavo. I agree with Jay Will. It was just fantastic to see Dirty Down compete against Mello. See, now Dirty Dom in NXT is raising the level that we all think he should have been from the beginning.
Okay. So it's almost like I don't want to be cliche, iron sharpen iron, but it was almost like just especially the athleticism of Carmelo, man, and the things that he can do in the ring, and I'm telling you, every so often I get a little. I don't know about y'all. I get a little flashback of Eddie more than Ray sometimes with Dom. Say, hey.
You ain't lying with that. I will say, you don't want to use the phrase iron sharpen iron. You could definitely say that, because if we really watch it, Dominic really has nailed the character that he's in right now, while he's sharpening the in-ring skills, while Carmelo has really had the in-ring style that everyone seems to love, and his character is really stepping up step by step. He's really living up to that jersey in the rafters. Like, we really seeing him stepping his game up to that point, and it's amazing right now. We had this was a smart pairing to see.
Yeah, that really was. Probably one of the better decisions that I think you can possibly put into a storyline for NXT to gravitate your viewers that love watching, following Dom and the faction that he's a part of, to even combine them with your NXT fans. So dope little combo right there. I love it. But we're gonna go to Raw and SmackDown segment of the show, because man, there was a lot going on. But let's start with this one, man. And not to blend the two worlds. You kind of saw Pat McAfee, The Rock. They were up and down on ESPN show all day for the Colorado State football game. And I didn't put one and two together that, WWE was in town. I didn't put one and two together. And then later on Friday night, man, Pat McAfee comes out. As a wrestler fan, I was like, okay, because I mess with Pat as a sports fan and a wrestler fan. I'm like, that's dope. And then I think you hit it right on point, Jay Will. If anybody, go over 613 Faye and watch the short. Rock came out and kind of just give a quick summary on what you said in that short, Jay Will, and kind of summarize it right here, man, when Rock came out, man.
It was a moment that was crazy. We had Pat McAfee come out and The Rock hit. We had just a perfect segue, and The Rock came in. It was a moment of just craziness. And then WWE had to censor for an entire 15 minutes.
That was crazy, bro.
Let me tell you something. I think the insinuation of cursing and foul language is crazy, but like when you legitimately have the whole crowd in an uproar. And it wasn't like, oh, this wasn't like, oh, we'll drop this word here. We'll drop this word here. No, it was an entire segment. And that poor boy Austin Theory.
Mm-hmm.
Man, let me just tell you something. I don't think I've ever seen an entire segment have to get censored that crazy. Like you just held the button. That meme of Bow Wow just that's the censor button the entire time. And man, you're talking about a good time at that moment. I mean, if y'all could see our group chat of us talking about it in the moment, bro,
It was crazy. It
went crazy.
hey, I did not put one and two together, man. So yeah. So I was like, dang, man, like Pat everywhere. He was on ESPN, he was on Fox, he was on SmackDown. And and I was like, oh man, I just didn't connect the dots that I was like, oh, WWE was in town. So it was crazy, man. But Jay Will, hey, I'm gonna ask you this, Jay. Did you enjoy Austin Theory's part of the segment too? Because I thought he handled his own.
I think he did handle his own. Like I really got to go back to when he had his thing with Cena, and it was like, all right, he was taking some shots, but it was some really easy shots. It's like, all right, yeah, you going bald, you old. All right, cool, but like he went up against Pat McAfee, who really like he's not trained in it with how to do promos. He literally is just talking on a kind of like on a fan perspective, like, yo, I'm just talking shit.
Yeah.
But then you have The Rock, who is arguably the king of talking shit on a promo and getting away with it. But like it's one of those moments where I felt like WWE was like, yo, we have one of the biggest draws ever right here on our stage. We can take whatever L we can.
Yeah.
Cause like, yo, they're like, yo, it is what it is. We got him here.
Yeah.
So let's do this moment. And it's like, and I give Austin Theory his credit. Like, yo, he wasn't afraid. He didn't clam up. It wasn't like he repeated the same line continuously like he did with Cena.
I got you. Hey, but to your point, I think he did held his own for sure. Quavo, man, how geek were you about that Rock and Austin Theory segment at the beginning of SmackDown?
It was a good way to start it off. Last week was really entertaining to say the least, especially starting it off with the Brown Bull coming down. I'll give you this one too. Theory, you hit him back. You hit him back with it. It doesn't matter, and it landed. Timing was good. Even Rock had to admit it. You could see it on his face. He couldn't hide it. Like, you did a good job. So yeah. I'll give you that too. You know, Theory, he held his own against the Rock, and not a lot of people can say they do that. You know, usually you come back with a meme and your Fruit Loops or something. You know, I don't know. Come back with a new name. But Theory, he's good. He's good for now, you know?
In fact, only Mick Foley is one of the only other people to really catch him off guard with it, for real.
That is true.
Yeah, I want to say Kane too, but maybe not.
Are you talking about backstage or are you talking about live in front of the crowd?
Oh, okay, backstage. Yeah, never mind.
Live in front of the crowd is totally different. That's a totally different beast.
Yeah, different animal. King Mel, man, talk to us, man. Hey, when you heard it just smelled. Hey, man, how far did you leap up out your chair, bro?
I leap. Definitely leap. I almost went around the house, went to go get the clippers and get myself a baldy, but I leap. Rock came back, you know. It's just one of those people, like, when The Rock comes to town or Stone Cold or John Cena, everybody's gonna love it. Everybody's gonna love it. They earn that right.
No, that's right. That's right.
They earn, and shout out to Austin Theory. He caught The Rock with his own catchphrase. He caught him with his own catchphrase out there.
And it doesn't matter what The Rock does.
And that's when The Rock was like, "Oh, you want to play? Let me turn this up to 1,000 real quick. This is why I said it's cooking, because now I'm about to cook you. And on top of that, we was able to get a people's elbow with the brand new Brahma Bull tattoo that the Rock is representing. And on top of that, we got a punter elbow from Pat Malcolm.
What? The punter's elbow?
The punter's elbow.
Bro, I can't with you.
Hey, yo, that's funny.
Only thing missing is the Timberlands. That's the only thing.
It was a
missing.
great moment. A good 15 minutes. That was a great 15 minutes to start a show.
Nah, that was dope. Hey, that was real dope. I can't even like when this music. I was like, oh, what? Like, so real quick before we move on, I gotta ask. So, as you know, we get the nostalgia feel as wrestling fans. You know, people like Rock, Austin come back, and we seen Austin at a WrestleMania have a match with KO. Does this like, are y'all feeling like, this is y'all messing with us again? We ain't gonna get no Rock match, but have this, great little 15-minute segment, and that's about as much he's gonna get? Or is this just, probably make a little nugget that, hey, maybe we just might see Rock sooner than what we expect? Are any of y'all having that feeling like I am? Because I think WWE playing with us, dog.
I try not to get my hopes up.
That's it.
It's the Rock.
At this point, it's the Rock playing. I'm gonna go out there. Gotcha.
See, that's how I feel, dog. Cause I'm like, man, because I don't know about y'all. I obviously, if Roman, happens to have the championship in Philadelphia, with the WrestleMania, yes, the Four Corners will be in the building. So if
yeah,
Roman has it, I would love to see that match.
I would love it too. Since the fact that you brought up Philly. Philly is the first time The Rock ever main evented WrestleMania. So now, imagine he could main event WrestleMania against Roman.
Right.
In Philly. You know what I mean?
Why you trying to gas me up? Why you trying to get me to go, bro? You trying to make me excited, bro. Don't do that to me.
I'm just saying, WrestleMania 15, Rock and Austin.
Yep.
WrestleMania 40, Rock and Roman.
Right.
That sounds like a song.
Hey, King Mel. Hey, man, WWE, you see this? Hey, man, go ahead. Sign my man King Mel to the squad. Let him get on the, ain't there's a writer's strike going on? Hey, right.
Oh, new prospect right there.
Yeah, right price. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, sign the guy King Mel, so then y'all can write another check on behalf of 613 and everything be copacetic. That's all I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, pay Mel and get us tickets there, and we can call it even from that point. Just saying, Tricks, my man, Paul, my man Paul. We
talk to Paul. Oh man, nah, but that was dope. That was real dope. Speaking of, obviously bloodline. Since we just talked about Rock, there's some people in his kinfolk that got a couple of segments. You dig? So, hey man, so Solo had to save Jimmy. He had to save him. Had to play Captain Sable Uso. So I mean, look at Jake Will's face. You're welcome. Hey, King Mel, man, talk to us, man. How you loving this storyline? Jimmy was about to get the attitude adjustment and got saved by the kinfolk, man, and by Solo. Hey, man, how you loving that segment? What's up?
Solo crazy. I'd never saved him.
Say don't save him?
I would never saved him. He cost me a belt.
Ooh, that is a fair point.
He cost me a belt. You supposed to be my brother, and you always hating. You hated on Roman. You hated on me. You hated on the other Usos. How long you gonna be a hater? Then I'm supposed to save you? You know what? I'm gonna save you this week. But go ahead, act up again. You gonna get a Samoan spike? You just gonna get one of them straight from Umanga himself spikes.
He go go channel all the inner Umaga vibes in that thumb and yo, you Jay Will jump in here, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like it's compelling a story because you got a really question like, yo, what's happening right now? Like, what's really good with this situation? I'm liking this. I'm really liking this. Solo, my man, you might need to make some liberties on your own. You know what I mean? You gotta follow every order. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, go ahead, take it upon yourself, big bro.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Quavo, man, jump in here.
You know, Solo do what Solo do. He the problem. Solo do. And Cena. Oh Lord, this is. I don't want to see Cena versus the Bloodline again. Okay, I will keep Cena far away from them. Far away from them. Just no. Jimmy, stop starting stuff. Okay, stop starting stuff. Trying to prove something. Just be you, Jimmy. Everybody already rock with Jimmy. Just be you, Jimmy. Come on.
Oh man, I mean, it's weird because obviously you kind of seeing the just a full destruction of the bloodline, just kind of, so it's kind of like where's everybody's place and where they're going, and you know, Jimmy and Solo are kind of going this route. But here's another Uso that has another route that is very interesting. Jay Uso. He got another interesting route on where he's going since the bloodline has broken up. So talk to me, Jay Will. Will you think Jimmy? I always get the twins mixed up.
You gonna go to him first just because he's a J? Come on now.
I know. Yeah, talk
address
about
him
that,
right,
man.
Mark.
Jay Will,
He's
Jay
Monday
Will,
Night
it's
J.
Jay Will, Jay Uso. It all worked for me, baby. It all worked for me.
Yo, you wow. Hey, so what's up? Where you kind of see his alliance going to? Because it's almost like he's trying to find his way since leaving Bloodline.
I really think that he will end up standing alone, bro. Like, to be perfectly honest with you, he's kind of like like, I'm not gonna say we. Let me say me. I thought that he was definitely going to side with Roman when it came to him and Jay. I mean Jimmy, but like, man, I'm gonna mix up the twins myself. But then he ended up super kicking Roman. It's like, yo, like, dang, like that's yo. He really just said it. I'm not worried about the bloodline. I'm not with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie to you as a fan. I'm waiting for him to super kick Paul. It's like, let me see it. Let one time, just one time.
Time is fine with me.
Just one time.
That was good. That was good. King man, jump in here, man.
Yeah, this alliance thing. I don't know, man. It's just too much going on. One day he kicking it with the Judgment Day. Next day he giving everybody super kicks.
You get a kick.
Everybody in the Judgment Day, line them all up. Super kick, super kick, super kick.
You get a kick.
1 minute he beefing with KO. Next minute KO coming to save him. I don't know what's going on, man. Jay need to figure it out. I don't know if he need counseling. I don't know if he need to sit everybody down and everybody need to go kumbaya to become cool. Then you got Captain Cody over there. He's cool, y'all. He's cool. Sammy, nah, he cool. He cool, y'all. He cool. See, if somebody got to vouch for you to be cool, I mean, you ain't that cool.
You ain't that cool.
I'm just saying. And I ain't mad about Drew trying to get some of his get back, you know? He's out there. He's like, yo, I ain't forget. I don't know why he came out like a white shining new armor, but with the all white attire on, but I ain't forget. But good stuff though.
Hey, Quavo, did you dig the all white?
Nah, I'm with you with that one, man. I was like, what you trying to hide, bro? He made event Jay, bro. He made event Jay. Come
Yeah.
on now. Y'all just it's too much like, oh, like he been telling them with the blue highlights and everything, trying to tell them like, hey, I ain't joining nobody. Be me. Let me just be me. And
Yeah.
Judgment Day been after him, and I like his acting. He's making it believable. He really is. He really is. And super kicks all around. Y'all already know his answer. Damien, you don't gotta come over here trying to look like a overprotective father. I don't need that. Or older brother. I don't need that. I'm main event J, baby. Main event J.
Hey man.
Just me, Oos.
It's me, Oos. Just me. Hey, I don't mind it. Hey, if they went that route with Jay, because man, that little run that he was having while Jimmy was out, and staying on the side of Roman, I know I get it, but if you really think about it, I don't think Bloodline even takes off if Jay doesn't tap into that next level that he did when he was standing right next to Roman. I mean that's how I feel. But that's a good point right there, Jose. But let's move on to a couple of ladies that are representing WWE. I'm so excited. I'm over here studying and shit. You got
It's
Oscar.
the yams.
It's the yams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
They got you. They
I
got you.
know they got me. So you got Oscar taking on Io. What they call it? Io Sky now? I was about to say Shirai, bro.
Yo, Sky, yep.
Hey man,
Queen of the sky, baby.
I know, bro. I be messing it up because it's y'all fault, WWE. Y'all be changing their names too much, and I didn't already got used to one name, and then y'all won't mess it up on them, bro. So man,
Yo,
talk,
Sky is easy to pronounce.
man. I know, but dog, like I know Eos, but Shirai is like that's what I was comfortable.
I know what you mean from NXT. I know what you mean.
Yeah, like and the crazy thing, they be calling Io Sky for a minute now. I ain't shit, dog. My bad, man. Hey, go ahead, King Mel. Talk to us about this matchup, man.
Woo! This match has been cooking for over a year.
Mm.
See, last year in September, damage control started becoming a thing, and everybody got that promo where they were speaking in Japanese. That was last year. Now look at time moving forward. Io's the champion, Asuka the challenger. I'm ready. We got the genius of the sky, and we got the wild madness with the mist. We don't know if it's gonna be green, blue, purple, black, orange, yellow. We don't know what color it's gonna be that day with the face paint. Asuka, the woman with the many faces, is what I'm about to start calling her. I just
She's
can't
just
wait.
Empress of Tomorrow, but okay. Yeah.
Nah, just nah. You
Well,
can't be the
you are having a hard time looking for that name. It's okay. It's all
Nah,
right.
you can't
It's
be an
been a
empress
while.
of tomorrow when tomorrow already happened and we back to today. So once again,
Hey, did you just give us some King Male logic?
Yeah,
yeah.
he did. That's some King Bell math right there, bro.
Yeah, wow. He said, "How you gonna talk beat Empress of Tomorrow with tomorrow?" Would you say, "God, tomorrow already happened? We talking about today." Yeah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I can't with you, man. uh, uh, Jay Will, man, jump in here, man. Io, Oscar.
I mean, it's a match we've been waiting for a good while now. We here. We're here for it. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I don't have the extensive background on EO to sit here and really be like, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. But like when I talk to people who really been your Mels, your Jose's, like, yeah, this is a match I want to see, and I'm looking forward to seeing it because I enjoy EO. And I really enjoy Oscar. Like I really enjoyed Oscar for a while now. She ain't scared of nobody. Free smoke all day.
Free smoke. Anybody catch it? Free smoke, free miss. Who want it? Hey man, Quavo man, hey, you really digging this matchup of EO versus Oscar?
Oh yeah, we do, man. They've been setting this up, and they've been reminding us constantly. That they've been saying it outright, like we want to see EO versus Oscar. And if you listen to announcers in a lot of these episodes of Raw and SmackDown, even NXT, they mention it. So I think they've been kind of programming and leading us to this because they know this is going to be a hell of a match. It's going to be a hell of a match. Definitely worth watching. And I'm excited because I think, Jay Will actually might watch this one. So should be good. Yeah.
Hey man, hey, anything that gets Jay Will excited, that means you're doing your job, bro. I'm just letting you know.
He said he's looking forward to watching the match. Those are rare words. So I'm excited.
I mean, I do take feedback from my co-hosts. You know what I'm saying? We all like they're going to give me some good suggestions. Some old folks that was on the show previously seasons ago, they gave me some good suggestions, and I'm not going to sit here and be mad at it. Y'all currently here, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's always dope to open your eyes to some new content. And I'll say this, yeah, I'll say this. Oscar is she's been one of the leading ladies in the last few years in WWE. She's been having her name mixed with the Beckys, the Charlottes, the Biancas. She's been in the mix of that. So she's been doing her thing as one of the better female competitors in WWE. And EO, she had her run in NXT. They should have kept her name Shirai and have her come out to the, little techno music and the strobe lights that's about to make me have a seizure and keep that. But hey, hey, it's gonna be a dope matchup because you always kind of see the style of wrestling matches that they put on what they call it, the little Japanese hard style, almost like the female version of Nakamura style.
Strong
So,
style.
yeah.
Bro.
I mean, so they maybe it's just me, but just the high flying acts of EO and almost like your very technical version Oscar having a nice little clash right here, and then we'll see which style kind of reigns supreme. But kind of take it back to what we were talking about earlier in this show. Hey, Oscar, you kind of you've had your moments and things and to shine on the main roster. So maybe this could be a nice little marker for EO that she can hang with one of the better ladies up top of the WWE. Just putting that out there. So, but of course, as we speak of Shinsuke Nakamura, man, this feud with him and Seth, hey, hey,
Talk about strong.
go ahead, Quavo, speak on it, bro.
Yo, Shinsuke. I'm loving this version of Shinsuke. Like I think they told him like, hey, yo, my bad. We would like told you to like water it down before. If you want, go back to how you wanted to do things, and we're gonna pair you up with Seth and just make it work. And man, is he making it work, bro? Oh my gosh, such a beautiful bad guy, so good. Oh my gosh, and you can just tell like Seth is doing a great job with him too, because you know the pairing of these two clashing it out. This is getting personal.
Oh yeah.
It's getting personal, and I love it. This is making for very entertaining content.
Hey, I dig it. I dig it. King Mel, man, are you getting jazzed up about this Shinsuke about this Shinsuke and Seth joint?
Nah, but all jokes aside, it's like for me being a black nerd, it's just fantastic stuff because you got Shinsuke's over there doing the comic book stuff, and like the animation with the subtitle. So I'm over there trying to read, and I'm looking at the graphic designs, and I'm over there reading. I just need him to say one time on the microphone, no English. When he used to say that, when he used to say that on SmackDown, I loved it. I speak no English and just go on about himself.
Hey, bro.
Nah, all jokes aside, like I'm really loving this Shinsuke Nakamura. I've been a Nakamura fan,
Yeah.
and I'm loving the fact that this is putting a little bit more interest into the World Heavyweight Champion.
Man.
So this is great. This is great stuff.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You know what, man? See, that's why you my dog, because you bring up a good point, as in, because when you look back at Seth's reign, you want to see some of those nice feuds that you had, some of those nice storylines that you had in your reign, or however long it may be. So you bring up a good point, man. Hey, man, it's some glasses today. They got you real studious today. It's the glasses. I know. I dig it, man. I dig it. Jay Will, man, jump in here about this Shinsuke and Seth Rollins feud, man.
You brought up a very valid point. Like, we have a brand new title. You know, the title was made and Seth was the first person with it. You got to validate the title. So you got to have the people who are like the heavy hitters involved in feuds with it first. And Shinsuke at one point was going to be that dude for the company. Like, people really wanted him in that position. So like, why not? And he is a workhorse. Call it what it is. Like, the dude makes magic happen, whether it's in a tag team, it's a singles situation. Like, him in that role with Rick Boogs as a tag team, he really gave that man the shine that he needed to get. So it's like, yo, you gotta appreciate a dude like that, but he also shows in ring he's great. He can handle that sort of situation. Now, how do I feel of who's going to ultimately end up with that title at the end of the day?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a conversation for us to have.
That's for predictions. Fastlane.
Yeah. Look out for the predictions from Fastlane.
Yeah, but Jay Will, is it fair to say that you wouldn't have an issue if they were to, if Shinsuke comes out with that championship?
No, I don't think that I would have a problem with it, but I do think that, like, my concern is how long of a run would Shinsuke have with that title at the end of the day.
Okay.
I don't want it to be dropped super quick. That's what I'm more concerned with at the end of the day. Because, like, it got to be put on. Like, if we're going to lose, if Seth is going to lose it to Shinsuke, it got to be someone who's big enough. Like, maybe a Bobby, maybe like I don't even know anyone else. Like, honestly, I could not say. As much as I love LA Knight, I'm not sure if he's ready. Like, we need like a 3-month feud happening between them for that to work out.
Now that you bring it up, I wouldn't mind that, seeing LA being the next challenger.
I would, if anybody, I feel like if I'm not mad against Shinsuke, but I also wouldn't be mad with LA Knight.
I would be mad with LA Knight.
Somebody asked you.
Well, speak on it. Speak on it, Quavo. Speak on it.
Nah, but honorable mention, hey, Jay Will, Bobby, I think would be a great choice. And shout out to you, Hispanic Heritage Month, Bobby. Congratulations, being awesome. But yeah, I would actually want to see Bobby first, or maybe even Gunther. If he's not gonna do anything more with that belt, let him get rid of that belt. Put him in the world contention. Why not?
Yeah.
We excited about Gunther and Imperium all the time. Now, except for Kaiser getting that belt off of him, I would have bought that DVD right away. But yeah, man, that it sounds like you got to give him something, or either that or just let him steamroll and he's just gonna be unstoppable and add more days to his reign. I don't know.
Yeah, hey, man, you bring up, hey, King Mel, you ain't gonna counter that, man. You just go. Hey man, he's still on your Kaiser joint, dog.
It's all right, man. I'm speaking things into existence.
Roberto lastly. Hey, Jay Will. You wild, bro. Nah, hey, ain't no wrong with speaking stuff into existence, man. I just had to see if we gonna take our podcast beef, and then we can put it on Twitter real quick between Keek Mel and Quabo, man, because he hating on your Kaiser take, dog.
It's all right. Look,
It's
man.
look, it's okay. Look, he wraps jackets really nicely. Okay,
Mhm.
make him a
Nicely enough to
champion.
be the IC champion.
Hey, but hold on. Hey, Quavo, man, don't hate on my man's jacket swing, man. That joint kind of tough, dog.
I want to see Quavo just try it one good time, just to try the jacket.
Hey, matter of fact, Quavo, hey, that's your challenge. We gonna challenge you to the Kaiser coat roll, and
That's a whole thing we about to make happen.
yeah, but you gotta do you gotta do you gotta do
A Kaiser challenge. You gotta flip that drink and put it clean on a hanger. I was like,
Hey, yo, y'all wild tonight.
I'm making that happen this weekend. I'm making it.
Hey, nah. Hey, matter of fact, that's our challenge. We all gonna do it short. We all gonna do the Kaiser coat roll, all right? And whoever do it the cleanest, I guess I don't know if there's a prize in it, but hell, let's just do it for S&Gs.
I'll send $1 to the winner.
Yeah, we'll cash app you, dog. Hit that cash out real quick.
Go get that 58 cents for the cash app fees.
But nah, man. Hey, quit hating on the Kaiser roll, man. Hey, Kaiser roll sandwich. Ooh, see, I did that. I'm hungry anyway.
Kaiser roll. Hey, yo. Oh.
Hey, yeah, that's a sign we need to wrap this up. But hey, man, that's another dope episode of In the Four Corners of Wrestling. Y'all already know. Four's up, quads down. Hey, King Mel, tell them when they can find you at, my guy.
Let's see. King Mel 13 on IG and Jemell Scroggins on Twitter and Facebook.
Oh, damn, you did the DJ scratch on. Why you said, boy, hey, you nice with it, dog. Jay Will, tell them where they can find you at, my guy.
You can find me on Facebook and on In the Four Corners of Wrestling on Facebook under Jay Will with one L, JayWil. And you can find me on Twitter for CB_Jay Will with one L. You can find me on there. Join us in our Facebook group, man. We here.
Hey, we here. Quabo, tell them when they can find you at, my guy.
Quavo. Jose Quavo 8 on all platforms, making it easy for you. And I'm still on MySpace. Tom is still my friend. Okay, he's still out here rocking.
Wait, hold up, bro. Wait, that URL is still up.
It's still up, baby.
Yo, that's wild, bro.
I'm practicing my web designing every single day with that joke.
Yo, that's crazy. Hey, MySpace don't even know, man. Y'all created like a whole generation of web designers, bro. Hey, boy, man, y'all know what it is. Welcome by. Catch me right here with my fellas in the Four Corners of Wrestling. Throw them foes up, throw them quads down. And of course, catch me on another day with my brothers on 613 Faye Productions of the Man Cave Sports Podcast. And if you can't find me there, RW Sports Network. But y'all know what it is, man. We got to get up out of here. But before we do, just always remember this. Don't try this shit at home. Leave the shit to the professionals. And we out.